Okay, let's go. Not even 24 hours ago, I made 5,325 euros with day trading while live streaming everything for free in my free Discord. And while swing trades, investments, and literally the entire stock market is melting towards the upside, this is specifically relevant for those of you who don't have a substantial swing trading account yet. Profitable day trading is what helps you grow your trading account substantially, so you will eventually be able to take proper swing trades, scale up your long-term investments, and just overall start building financial freedom. Hello! Here we are, kind of at the second office. For those of you asking, now I have two working spaces. This one actually also has you can't see it. This one actually also has a bed in the background, so I can sleep directly where I'm working. Let me quickly attach my microphone because we really have some heavy work to do now. So, looking at the day trading. Before I go ahead and tell you my entire strategy, I first of all, once again, want to emphasize that I'm sharing everything live for free. You can find the replays of all the sessions in the announcements channel and everything else in the weekly live trading of my free Discord Phil's Trading Tribe. It's the first link in the description. When we're talking about day trading in general, there are exactly 3 steps which you have to master before you can go ahead and start day trading. I personally call this the 3 S's of day trading, and it starts with, first of all, you have to know the session which you are trading. Obviously, with day trading, it's very important that we have clear rules on when we can actually trade, because a lot of people end up sitting in front of the charts for multiple hours every single day. They take all of their unnecessary trades, and me personally, I like to be quickly in, quickly out, make my money and just continue with my working day. All it takes is 20 to 30 minutes of chart work every single day, really sitting in front of the chart, analyzing what's going on, taking the position, getting out of the position, and then I have the remaining day in order to do work, in order to go to the gym, in order to spend time with family and friends. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to day trading. So we have to know which session we're actually trading. Second, you actually also have to know the symbol which you're trading. The second S, we are not trading everything, we just master one symbol, we know the price action of one symbol, and we trade this one symbol again and again and again. Last but not least, and obviously this is very similar to swing trading in general, you also need a clear strategy. Without a strategy, you simply don't know when to get in, when to get out. We need a clear and proven strategy which exactly tells us I have to buy here, take profit is here, stop loss is here, so that we can just repeat and repeat and make money again and again and again. For me personally, those are the 3 S's which you have to clarify for yourself before you can actually go ahead and start trading. The session which I'm personally trading is very simple because that's actually US session. So the moment the US stock market opens, which is 3:30 p.m. Central European time, I'm actually looking at charts and I am ready to take day trades. I'm also only trading one specific symbol, nothing complicated here. The only symbol which I'm trading is US30. We have a lot of liquidity, we have a lot of volatility, and we have very tiny spreads. Every broker allows us to trade leveraged products of US30, so therefore we can properly manage our risk while simultaneously catching massive moves if we are right. Last but not least, the strategy which I personally use in order to day trade is very simple. I'm just looking for breakouts. I'm looking for breakouts with significant volume during the US session opening. Either I take a position and I quickly make my buck, or I quickly get stopped out, or we don't have a breakout at all and I'm not personally taking any position. So here we are with the setup on the chart, which actually allowed me to finish Friday in the green with roughly 5.3 thousand euros. And now we just have to apply everything which I just mentioned. First of all, looking at the session, you can see it's almost 3:30 p.m. Exactly during this candle, the US session opens. So session check, we're looking at the right session. We're also just trading one specific symbol, mastering the price action of this one specific symbol. And in this case, as I mentioned, I'm only looking at US30. And last but not least, we have to start looking for clear breakouts. Obviously, first of all, we have to identify structure before we can then take a look at breakouts. And on US 30, you can see that, for example, we do have a clear horizontal support down here. This was simply previous resistance after the break towards the upside turn support a first time. Now the market is once again starting to reject this level. So we have a clear lower support, while we simultaneously also have a clear resistance where you can see at this exact red line, the market, in this case US 30, rejected towards the downside once, rejected towards the downside a second time. Then we had what we call a false breakout. Market immediately broke back below, rejected towards the downside a third time. So all we're literally waiting for is either a break above the resistance, and then we can go ahead and take longs on the breakout, or a break below the support, and then we can go ahead and take shorts on the breakout. If we now fast forward candle by candle, and you can see the market is now very, very close to actually starting the session. This specific candle is the 27-minute candle, meaning that we have 2 more candles and then a significant volatility candle, because always when the US market opens, we have substantial volatility, also substantial liquidity coming into the markets, which then perfectly allows us to capitalize. On US 30, here you can see that's the 28 candle, which means we have 1 more candle. And on this candle, you can see just 1 minute before the session actually starts, we see the breakout. This was exactly the reason for why I, once again, 100% for free, and you can watch the entire replay in the announcements channel, why I decided to enter a long position just on this breakout, having a very, very tight stop, because if we're actually wrong, we want to get out of our day trade as fast as possible. I entered on the breakout, and you can see the candle already closed in a little bit of a profit. And if we zoom in, and this is where things get absolutely crazy, and you have to have a strong mind in order to make this happen. With the next candle, so with the 30-minute candle, you can see that US 30 created a massive volatility candle. During this 1 minute candle, you can see US 30 created a move of roughly 52 points towards the upside, obviously immediately hitting our take profit, which in this case was a little more than a 1, 2, 3. I immediately set my take profit after I entered a position, and with this massive spike towards the upside during the first couple of seconds of the session, I actually made more than 3,000 euros just on this one position by perfectly catching this breakout trade. However, this would have not been the end of the session. While I personally didn't take another position during this session, you can see that US 30 was now also heading towards this lower green support. And as I mentioned, we are looking for breakouts, meaning that you can also enter a position once US 30 actually breaks below this lower green support. Let's just take a quick look at what happened after US 30 broke below the support. With the next candle, you can see while the candle moved, you get into your short position right here. You have a very tight stop loss, because in case you are wrong, you no longer want to be in the position. But with this specific day trade, you can see US 30 immediately melted into profit. It immediately hit a 1 to 6. And then with the next candle, so with the candle starting at 32, you can see US 30 actually hit an incredible risk to reward ratio of 1 to 10, meaning that I, for example, only risk $1,000 on every single day trade. But if we actually caught this move, I personally didn't catch the move because I said, you know, after making $3,000 literally within a couple of seconds, I'm no longer looking for any positions. Friday was a green day. It's the end of the week. I don't want to over risk. But if you then also took the shorts, and I shared this short again live for free, you were able to turn your 1,000 euro risk into an incredible reward of 10,000 euros. And ending the day on a Friday with a 10,000 euro profit is obviously amazing. Afterwards, you can see that we just had a lot of back and forth, and that's why I'm only trading the session opening, because here you can see we have clear volume, we have buyers and sellers absolutely fighting for US 30, we have a lot of liquidity, we have razor thin spreads, and markets just move extremely, extremely fast. Obviously, it's very important that you have a clear strategy which you can apply again and again and again, and yes, you will also take stop outs. Because we as traders, it's inevitable that we are also wrong. But this strategy here simply works incredibly well. It has been working incredibly well, and we're always able to catch major breakouts, to make a lot of money in a short period of time. And that's why you, even if you don't have a massive swing trading account yet, can go ahead and start day trading with this strategy, because it allows you to generate profits more frequently and also more aggressively. As I already mentioned, I'm sharing all of the stuff which I do also regarding day trading live for free inside my trading tribe. You can just go ahead and click the first link in the description, where you can then go ahead and find all of the channels. And for now, I will be sharing all of the day trades which I take in the weekly live trading section here, just during US session every single day. I'm sharing my screen, telling you exactly what I'm personally looking for during the session, so that you can go ahead and follow along with everything and also be able to make more than 5 grand just within a single Friday. If you enjoyed this breakdown of a different type of approach of day trading, obviously my primary focus is still swing trading, but for those of you who don't have a lot of capital yet, I really think this is something extremely valuable. If you enjoyed this day trading breakdown and you found it helpful, as always, I really appreciate if you smash the thumbs up below this video. I will see you next week, and then either with a swing trading video or with another weekly recap of the day trading. I'll also see you inside my free trading tribe, first link in the description. Don't get caught up in any of the short-term volatility, keep your long-term vision, and we simply keep trusting the trading gods.